Hey everyone, welcome to Get to the Points. I'm Sean Green with Brendon Walsh.
Hi everybody, I'm Brendon Walsh.
There's Brendon Walsh. Doug Stanhope. What's up, Doug?
Bang bang.
That's my boy Doug right there wearing orange Levi's.
D Money.
Yep. Orange shirt, orange Levi's, a very orange and red tinted wine glass because I'm fancy. I'm also wearing my Bert Kreischer lanyard, VIP, all access.
For what? The cruise or something?
No, I went to a show in Massachusetts the other night. And I got a VIP pass, and I'm going to wear it all month. I'm not taking it off till New Year's.
Wow, that's like me with my ski lift tickets on my winter coat.
That's always, those things will stay on for months and months. What was it like getting to meet Bert in person? Was it exciting, Doug? You get the meet and greet.
Well,
how much did the VIP package cost you?
They let me wave at him through a plexiglass.
Hey, I know that guy. Sure you do.
Do they have like a thing?
They lead the audience past him in a line, and he's behind plexiglass, but they high five as they go by. It's $15.
It's like a Pokemobile situation. And then is there one of those like painted pieces of wood that you put your head through and it looks like you have your shirt off?
Oh, we were just talking about making those. If we could make the old put your head through it for a photograph, but have it like be just large blown up surveillance footage of someone robbing a convenience store, like blurry, but you put your head through and it's you. And we had some other
it's a good idea.
Pornographic ones.
Oh no.
Oh,
this is a daytime show, Doug. This isn't one of your late night dirty Dr. Dirty
blue
comedy
talk.
shows.
I tell you, I just have a few sips off a glass of wine and I'm crazy.
Your mouth just runs away from you.
What do you got, a Pinot there? What are you working on, Doug?
It's I don't know. It's you know what it's called? It's called, let's get the plugs in early.
A Pinot Noir.
Called, there you go, Yellowtail. But it's
yeah, it's not
big,
bad.
bold red. And I get that because it's the only Yellowtail with a screw cap. So
and it's
I need a screw cap, not a fan of the corkscrew.
And is that a Penis Noir?
I walked right into this.
We were trying to have a classy conversation about Doug and his his wine.
I'm as usual. I got the clams going. Budweiser Clamato made with real Clamato juice, or Chelada made with real Clamato.
Yeah, I went to all the way to the grocery store to get one of those and some spinach. And I bought 19 other things and forgot the goddamn Chelada.
That's what happens.
That's why I'm stuck here high and drinking wine.
No Clamato. Where does clam juice come from? I mean,
it's clam piss. Squirt. They make they
like put them in a grinder. I don't really know.
You got to finger the clam and use one of those vibrators until it squirts.
Until it shoots all over the place. Oh, okay. Yeah, because there are clam udders, right? I assume.
We should call somebody. Where does the clam juice come from?
If you squeeze the neck, I'm from New England. I'm from Massachusetts. We spent summers. That's what, because they could hire you at 14 to squeeze clams for clam juice. Every summer working, 8 a.m. to probably 8 p.m.
Time to squeeze the clams.
Yeah.
Is that real?
Yes, of course it is.
Yeah, okay,
I'm the idiot who's
Speaking
Googling
of seafood, last
clams.
week in my picks, I almost boiled a lobster in my pants because I went 4, 8, and 1. Which for you, we guess we should catch people up on some of the gambling parlance, some of the terms we use. Where to boil a lobster in your pants is where you lose more games than you won. So if I was 4, 8, and 1. If I didn't have that push, if that was a loss, that's called boiling a lobster in your pants. So we'll try to keep you up on some of the lingo while we
throw out some ones.
If you're new better.
Yes. I got one. I get a lot of questions when it comes to gambling terms. People always want to ask me what the VIG is. The VIG is, of course, anytime a Asian player comes on the field, he's immediately named the VIG. If the VIG scores, you automatically win your bet. So little known fact there on the VIG.
All right.
And looking at my
yes, we're seasoned veterans. This is for the new guys.
My Kansas City, it looks like I saved my ass. I don't even remember going through all this, but I guess I had a pretty lousy Sunday last week. But then Kansas City Chiefs, Green Bay Packers over 43.5. Looks like I won $216 on that.
Oh,
so I guess I threw $200 at that one. And I guess that got me back up. And then the Steelers and the Steelers got me back down. Steelers losing that fucking game to the Patriots.
I still don't know how they lost that game.
It's because everything's rigged.
It does seem like there's a lot of
the Jaguars fucked me too. Jaguars -10. That fucked me as well.
Yeah, I took a little cock in the ass on that myself. And it hurt my feelings a lot because I was ready to jump on the Jacksonville bandwagon and ride it off into the sunset. And I still will. I mean, I always like a loser, but it hurt me that guy got hurt on his foot.
Yeah, and then why did they walk him through the entire stadium after he tore his ligament? It's like don't they usually drive you out in like a cart shaped like a football helmet?
They ask him like, "Hey, why didn't you get in the cart?" And he's like, "I wanted to try and walk it off." It's like, dude, no. I mean, especially Florida. There's a shit ton of golf carts in Florida. They have you covered.
Your hamstrings hanging out of the back of your pants.
Yeah, like what are you proving at that point?
All right. Well, speaking of Jaguars.
Oh yes. Are we gonna get to the points here?
Are we getting to the points, Doug? You're in charge. You're our boss.
I know. No need to relive last weekend.
Yeah, I got my ass kicked too. Rough week, but here, thankfully we got another week, and we got the Jacksonville Jaguars 3-point underdogs at the Cleveland Browns. Doug, how say you on this Browns Jags matchup?
Well, what I was thinking is Joe Flacco was relegated to the practice squad after starting the Browns loss, and Coach Stefanski was unsure midweek who would start. So you know what? Without making it like anyone's game, I'm going to go with the Browns plus 3 points.
No, the Browns are -3 points.
That's what I mean. That's what you know.
Okay.
My glasses.
Yes, Browns -3. Sharp analysis there by Doug. Brendon, how say you? Jaguars, Browns.
Who's the backup quarterback for the Jags there?
Guy by the name of CJ Beathard.
You know, I love a backup quarterback. I'm going to go Jags +3.
Okay.
I'm a big sucker for a backup quarterback.
Well, Browns also starting. They're on their like fourth quarterback. If that helps, you get you on the Browns. But
it'll be a fun game. Over/unders at 33.5. Who knows?
Expect to be a little ugly game there in Cleveland. Browns, Jags there. All right. We also got the Rams at the Ravens. Rams 7.5-point underdogs in Baltimore. Doug, what are you doing here? Rams, Ravens.
You know what? I don't like this half point, but I took it like a schmuck. I shot the bazzoon on this one as, again, gambling parlance. You know, when you're a little, it's risky, but you think it's worth the risk. But there's one little thing: 0.5, 7.5. I'm going to shoot the bazzoon, and I'm going to go with Baltimore -7.5.
We already have the bazzoon cannon loaded up for you, Doug.
Yep.
Ravens laying the bazzoon. How say you, Brendon?
That seems like a logical bet to go Ravens -7.5, but I'm going to go Rams +7.5 because I feel like this is the time of the season when everything goes crazy.
Shit gets wonky.
Yeah.
Just ram it. Did you see the? Have you ever seen the Rams like their version of the Super Bowl Shuffle?
No.
Oh, it's like an 80s song.
Can we pull that up?
I'll see if I can pull that up. I'll try and track that down. But it's a very funny song, and they just keep yelling, "Just ram it" is the catchphrase. All right, now we got the Detroit Lions at the Chicago Bears. Bears are 3-point underdogs at home. Doug, what would you like to bet on here?
I'm going the way I see it. The Lions remain in the hunt for the #1 seed in the Lions NFC playoffs and lead the NFC North by 3 games. The Bears are coming off a bye, but before that, QB Justin Fields led a clutch final drive in an MNF win. So that's the way I analyze it, and I say that absolutely Lions.
And that's you. That's what you think.
Right.
That is definitely written
Sounds like
or described in your voice.
In my analysis, that was pretty much my off the cuff analysis.
Yeah,
I didn't sit down and get to study all this. I have a regular job,
Classic Stanhope right there. So what was your pick?
My pick was Justin Fields led a final drive of the Lions by 3.
Okay, Lions by 3. Yeah. I think you were so caught up in your analysis you forgot to share your pick there.
Yeah.
Brendon, how say you?
I'll go Lions -3 as well because Doug convinced me with his off the cuff analysis there.
All right. Do we want to try and play the
$20? I'm doing this live. I'm betting my family's Christmas money right now.
Should I try and play the Rams song? It'll just take a second.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get this going.
Hey, 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 hey.
Now this is good fun.
Hey, ram it. Do you know how to ram it? Let's ram it. Yeah, you know how to ram it. We'll be rocking LA, so let's ram it today. Let's ram it.
What year is this?
I think like early 80s. I'll try and pull the exact.
This is when they were St. Louis. Oh no, Los
This is
Angeles.
LA.
Oh, okay.
Ram it. Ram it.
This is Big Bad Jackie and I'm starting this off. The Rams get down so nobody scoff. And don't you worry cause the Rams are rapping. When game time comes, we'll be back to Jackson. We can't sing and our dance is not pretty. But
Might not want to play the whole thing with my kids.
So get on your feet.
Yeah,
Because of copyright. No, you see, that would be better if they were all nude. I think. I mean,
That would certainly add something to it.
Yeah, just the same exact video except no clothes.
Just naked. Yes.
yeah. Just no, nothing sexual. Everybody's just
No.
nude, like flaccid football player cocks and
Just flopping
fake
around.
cheerleader tits.
I was enjoying Doug's dancing. It was really cutting loose there with the wine.
Yeah,
I felt it.
Brendon, how say you? Did you? I don't think you gave your pick for Lions Bears.
I did. I took the Lions
sorry.
-3.
Next
We'll see
up,
how
we
it
got the
goes.
Panthers heading down to Nolans, square off against the Saints. Brendon, we'll start with you on this one.
You know, I'm always rooting for the Panthers, like I said, but who knows? I don't know. I think this is a good week to maybe just spend time with your family.
We don't promote
pick a
family
game or
time on
two.
this show.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Panthers +6. Why not?
Okay.
It seems like a bad bet, right?
Well, Saints aren't good at home against the spread, but the Panthers are really bad. So I guess that's what you're looking at. Derek Carr.
I'll do $15 on that.
Guys, what you need to do is use your brains, and you just remember that the Saints, as far as I know, 5-7, are on a 3-game losing skid, but remain in the NFC South playoff picture and can get back into the division title race against the Panthers. So, Saints QB Derek Carr's in concussion protocol, but he was at practice Wednesday, Thursday. So that being said, when I put those figures together, and if I forget to give you my pick, you have to understand all this statistics that run around inside my head like a robot, like basically artificial intelligence is picking these games.
You're really doing your homework this week.
Yeah, so I'm going better than you, Brendon Walsh. To create conflict, I'm taking the Panthers on the money line plus 220.
Wow, that's pretty.
Which is my favorite voltage, by the way.
And that was wait, what did you say about the concussion protocol?
Saints? Oh, you mean, are you talking about Saints QB Derek Carr is in concussion protocol, but he was at practice Wednesday and Thursday? Is what? That's the word on the
That's
street.
what you heard. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
That's what
someone
Doug's
called and told me.
Doug's sources are leaking that information to Doug.
Wow.
Yeah,
All right.
someone leaked that and used the payphone. I told him go Go around the corner.
Don't
and
let
don't
them
call me
trace
from
it.
your landline. Go to the corner and use a payphone.
Yeah. Make sure there's not a flower delivery van with a satellite dish on top
Injury
of it.
insider Doug Stanhope.
Yeah. All right. All right. Doug knows his shit, I guess.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay Bucks. They're a 1-point underdog in Atlanta against the Falcons. Doug, I feel like you're going to have some razor sharp takes here on this NFC South matchup.
But the Bucks. Yeah, I can't. I'm trying to find my. Oh, there's my thought.
Yeah.
First place will be on the line. And Buccaneers Mike Evans has topped 1,000 receiving yards for the 10th season in a row. This is what I was saying last week, and I'm going to say it again. A Falcons win would give them the season sweep and another division tiebreaker. If you look at it like that, which is like with clear eyes. So yeah, that obviously I'm Falcons. I went money line. At minus 130, but I think that 1 point could come into play. This could be our tie.
Calling for the tie.
Oh
Brendon?
yeah, the tie. I forgot to do that last week. This could be a tie. I mean, I was going to say the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 5-7, and they're visiting the Atlanta Falcons that are 6-6 Sunday. Kickoff from Mercedes-Benz Stadium is scheduled for 1 p.m. Eastern time.
I think, in the event of a tie, if we ever call tie game, if there is a tie, we have to tie our penises together live on the air.
I'll need an extender. I'll need an extender.
I don't know if I would have to. I don't know if I have enough to tie. I don't know if I have enough lace for this shoe, but we could Velcro them together.
Yeah, there we go. But all joking aside, the Bucks beat the Panthers last week, 21-18, but they didn't cover the 3.5 home spread for the home favorites. And QB Baker Mayfield went 14 of 29 for 202 yards. I don't know if you guys.
That's off the top of your head.
Wait, that's the.
I remember that.
You were. I think you're. Okay, go ahead.
I was, so, you know, I mean, we know that he had 202 yards with a touchdown and an interception.
Okay,
I mean,
you get to the next game, please?
Okay.
We got to. What's going on here?
What's
I'm in
my
over my
pick?
head.
I forget what my pick was.
Please just say the next game.
Bucks +1. I'm going Bucks +1 for a $10 bet.
Indianapolis Colts head to Cincinnati to fight. To play
Indianapolis
the
has won 4 in a row and has a chance to grab the AFC's number 5 wildcard spot. Cincinnati's riding high after QB Jake Browning was impressive in getting his first win in the NFL in the MNF game. If you saw it, you'd know. What do you say to that, Brendan Walsh?
Is this week 14 already?
Yes,
when you're trying to find I know what you're doing.
What? The Colts? I'm talking about. We're talking about the Colts game, right?
Green?
It is really close, as you'll see a game picked in the NFL. These two teams do seem evenly matched without their starting quarterbacks. We also have to see Browning prove he can consistently do what he did on Monday night. If he can, then this game may not be as close as these picks suggest. Here are the staff's pick. I kind of like I like the Bengals in this spot.
Bengals, you know, I got to say, in the 2 games quarterback Jake Browning started since Joe Burrow was injured, Chase has caught 15 passes for 230 yards, including 11 receptions for 149 yards in a must-win game at the Jacksonville Jaguars last week. So I don't know if the Bengals find ways to get Chase
is riding high after QB Jake Browning was impressive. Like I said, pretty much what I said before.
So you're going Bengals -2. I think I'm going to go Colts +2. All that's being said, maybe Colts +2.
I have been, again, I think I'm on the upside of the seesaw because I just keep betting Indy and I keep getting 50%. I think this is the week I go up in the air. Woo! That's also called the Kiss Me Cupid.
Oh yes, yes.
When you go back and forth and back and forth, so you go up to your bookie and you go, give me the Kiss Me Cupid. Just say that to your bookie. Give me a kiss, Cupid.
Is that your bookie?
I don't know. I think there's interference on the line. You got to get your Wi-Fi
we're near a
checked out.
radio station, so that could be picking up some
Could be
signals.
picking up some cell phones or
so
something.
sorry if people are freaked out by those noises. Houston Texans laying 3.5 in New York against the Jets. Doug, do you like the Jets or the Texans?
You know what? It's just such a coin flip because the Texans won in Week 13 with the loss of Star. I'm taking the I'm taking the other team. I'm taking the Texans.
Texans are 7-5 on the road in Week 14. So I mean, the Jets are 4-8. Kickoff is 1 p.m. as we all know on Sunday at MetLife Stadium, and it'll be on CBS. I don't know. I mean, you're gonna have to check the.
If things continue to unravel for the Jets, who will go back to QB Zach Wilson as their starter? You know,
I hear you, man.
Calls on that.
Well, I mean, as we all know, we watched last week. The Texans survived last week in a 22-17 home win over the Denver Broncos as 3-point favorites. And the defense picked off Broncos QB Russell Wilson 3 times, including in an end zone in the final minute when Denver threatened to score the winning touchdown. I mean, they won 4 out of their last 5 games. So Jets are losers of 5 straight games.
Still riding high after QB Jake Browning was impressive on.
Well, I think you guys are also overlooking Houston Texans. Blake Cashman is returning to the Big Apple to face his former team in the New York Jets. When Cashman left the Jets via trade to the Texans in March of 2022, he was a former 5th-round pick who was still trying to find his way in the NFL.
Yeah, I'm going Jets plus 3.5. What the hell?
Doug, what are you doing?
I said Texans. Yes, absolutely. The Texans minus those 3.5 points. It's another where I'm going to shoot the bazzoon. I don't like that 0.5. But
Seattle Seahawks are 13.5 point dogs in San Francisco against the 49ers. Brendon, what are you doing here?
Well, I mean, you could go to Doug on this one first.
All right.
You can go to me because this is my Beantown bet. This is my Michael Bean bet. He picked this game. And he picked it early, and I bet it at. I always bet online when I bet early. So I can screenshot his games, so I can go. This is what I got it at. So he can't play shit at the end of the week. Well, the line went up, so no, you bet. I bet since I'm the guy making the bet this week as the loser. Yeah, so I bet it at 10.5, motherfuckers. $100. A Hyundai, a Hundo, a Honda Accord,
on the Seahawks. You bet on the Seahawks?
San Francisco. No, I'm not taking. No, minus 10.5. Now it's minus 13.5. If I'd have waited like it will, though. But shoot the bazzoon. There's still that half point. 10, I would be a lot more grateful.
So you took the 49ers?
You're goddamn right I did. Look at these are 49ers colors almost.
Doug, the Seahawks covered at 9.5 point road underdogs, and the over 47.5 easily cleared in their 41-35 loss to the Dallas Cowboys in Week 13. As we all know, Seattle's on a 3-game losing streak and is now in 3rd place in the NFC West. I think. And as Sean knows, the 49ers trounced the Philadelphia Eagles 42-19 in Week 13.
Yes, that was painful.
Covering his 3-point road favorites. Geno
Smith threw 3 touchdown passes to DK Metcalf, but Seattle ultimately lost 41-35 to the Cowboys in Week 13.
I might go Seahawks. Maybe I'll go Seahawks money line plus 550.
That would be awesome.
Let's do that. Let's put $10 on that.
Fuck those sourdough bread bowl eating bazzoons. San Francisco 49ers. I hope they lose.
They're healthy, I guess. And I'll also take them with 13.5 for 20.
All right. I like the Seahawks big money line.
This is a big upset week for me too. A lot of these things I'm betting with big spreads. I think this is a really good weekend to moon cricket a parlay where you take moon cricketing is where you take several underdogs and parlay them on the money line. So the payoff is aggregates, and so I think I might throw moon cricket on the Seahawks in this one, as well as there was another large spread.
Big one. I mean, I
Yeah,
think
I'm going to look at it. Yeah,
Panthers.
it's the Rams over the Ravens. That's the
Okay.
moon cricket. I was going to do a two cricket.
I don't know
moon
if that's
cricket.
what it's called, but okay.
I've heard my uncle use that term
Yeah.
frequently growing up, so I think Doug nailed it.
I don't
with the
know.
moon cricket.
I'm doing a 3-leg money line parlay, not to get ahead of the game. I'm going Rams plus 285, Seahawks plus 550, and the Raiders plus 130. I'm going to put $5 on that, and it'll pay $282.79.
Oh my God!
There we go.
Wow.
It's one hell of a moon cricket.
I don't think that's what it's called, but that's all right.
I'm pretty sure Doug's on top.
I don't know.
He seems well researched for this episode. Vikings 3-point favorites in Las Vegas. So you already like the Raiders here.
I
you
think
said you're
Raiders
jumping
money
ahead.
line is a good one there.
All right. Las Vegas Raiders getting the win. Doug, do you see it going that same way?
Who is the backup?
Vikings are starting Josh Dobbs, and the Raiders are starting Aiden O'Connell.
Oh shit! Yeah, I still like the Raiders. It's oh yeah, that's right. Aiden Collin. I think he hopes to get the Raiders back in the win column, and I'm going with the Raiders. And what's that line again? 1.5 plus 3. Yeah,
Plus 3, yeah. Raiders
get that
plus
points,
3.
people. Woo, 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 woo.
Dog.
Denver Broncos are 2.5-point dogs at the Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers always a tough team to back here, but Doug, what does your analysis say here?
God. Well, if you watched last week, you would have saw QB Russell Williams throw 3 interceptions for the first time since Christmas 2022 game as Broncos 5-week winning streak ended. So, put that in your pipe and smoke it. I say we're going with the two teams again.
What is it? Broncos and Chargers?
Yeah, Broncos
Chargers.
and Chargers.
Yeah, Chargers minus 2.5.
Well, you got to keep in mind the injuries are finally catching up to the Chargers offense as Los Angeles has scored only 36 points over the past 3 games combined and has tallied only 16 points in the past 2 contests. I mean, Denver had been very consistent on offense in recent weeks and only slowed down the last week against Houston due to 3 giveaways on offense. But but
Los Angeles generated. Yeah, Los Angeles's defense had 5 sacks and forced a fumble. You forget to mention that. Why don't you do your homework, all of it?
Okay, well, here's going to be my pick, and let me say this: Los Angeles isn't apt to repeat the Texans' performance, so Denver is my pick this week. That's the selection I'm going to make.
Yeah. Oh. Hey, Originality called and they want to sue you.
Because I'm original? Thanks.
Oh, wow.
Thanks, Doug.
A fiery Patrick Mahomes couldn't come out victorious in his first trip to Lambeau. I say we talk about it.
Okay. What do you want to talk about?
I lost a part of the page here.
Wait, what page? What are you talking about?
Going on?
Did you write this down beforehand? What are you talking about?
Brendon, I'm worried we could get sued for plagiarism.
Went 21 for 33.
Wait a minute. Are you reading these? Are you reading these, Doug?
I lost
stealing people's work is a serious
part of my
issue.
thought was torn off at the corner. So there's parts of my thinking that it's like having autism, touch of the tism. Before I had lost 3 of, and then shoulder injury.
We might be getting shut down soon.
I think, Doug, I mean, you listen, stealing jokes is one thing, but stealing football analysis is a whole different ball game, man.
I stay up all night. You can ask my friend. He's Australian, so he can't really doesn't understand much of our language, but ask him. I stay up all night. Okay.
Well, Sean, let's just get this back on track with some genuine BW analysis.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk
what do
about
you got?
Bills at Chiefs. Season hasn't gone quite to form for either team, but the Bills can hang their hat on of late on
And the
an
Bills are
offense
coming off a bye week, but before that, they lost all three or four
Now
past
it's obvious. Doug is
No, I think that was him.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he's
And
reading
Josh
that.
Allen has been playing through a shoulder injury. I know that. He calls me up and has thrown an interception in all but 2 games. And so what? That's what I said. That's my commentary. So
Okay,
what?
well, I'm going to say, combine, all that stuff that I said with the Chiefs' defense taking a backward step of late. Buffalo is the pick, is what I'm saying, Sean. And you can ring that one up.
the Bills.
Well, the spread, according to BetMGM, is Chiefs by 1.5. And as we all know, its TV is at 4:25 ET Sunday CBS. Bills 6-6 at Chiefs 6.
Who are the
8
announcers?
and 4. That's so. I in case people don't remember themselves, I just remember all this stuff. What channel, what network, depending on what part of the country you're in, your affiliate.
I'm going to go
you're
over 48.5 on that too.
Doug, do you have a play here? Chiefs Bills. What are you doing?
Gee, no, I went funny. I felt funny on this. I ate a sour apple gummy, and I had a funny feeling that Buffalo is going to pull out a giant boner. They're going to pull out. That's sports nomenclature is when you are going to upset somebody. Like you will pull out your giant boner in front of them, and I think that's what Buffalo is about to do to a reticent and not a willing participant in Kansas City.
See now,
whip out
Brendon,
your giant boner and show it to me, says Kansas City with her eyes.
Who says that?
Well, I think now I'm worried this part is where Doug is reading off someone else's work, because I that sounds like some of the famed sports writers I know who often write about the dongs. I'm worried there's some plagiarism going on.
I've known Doug for a long time. That's a really serious accusation. I'm gonna have to side with Doug on this.
I feel like Peter King had a similar.
Is that coming from outside? Is that outside?
That might be from the neighbors next door. I know.
That's coming from here.
It's coming from inside the building.
Yeah.
Big Sunday night game. Eagles head to Dallas against the Cowboys. Eagles are +3.5 underdogs. Brendon, you keep saying you might bet against the Eagles.
I don't know, man. It's tough. I feel like the Eagles are really exposed last week for what kind of what they're made of. I feel like they've been squeaking by all season. This might be, I'm from.
Brendon Walsh, was that the game where Eagles QB Jalen Hurts powered through a knee injury to go 17-23 for passing, 207. That's 3 total touchdowns. Is that the game you're talking about?
Yeah, Doug, we watched it. Last week proved what close Eagles watchers knew, which is that as good as Philadelphia has been this year, it is a flawed club that has weaknesses that can be exploited. Dallas nearly pulled off a road upset against the Eagles in week 9 because of this, and the Cowboys offense is playing much better now, Sean, than it did then. Dallas should also be able to run the ball quite effectively against an Eagles defense that has allowed an incredible 487 rushing yards over the past 3 games. Merge that with the home field advantage and week 9 loss, firing the Cowboys up. I think Dallas is the pick. I'm sorry. I love the Birds. Go Birds. I would rather, I'd rather lose $100 and watch the Eagles win, but I'm going to back myself up and put $100 on the Dallas Cowboys to win this game. Sorry.
I say, understand your romance, career, finance, and health for this week. Minor disagreements exist in the relationship. While the moon is in Sagittarius, personal growth will always be there.
Okay.
All right, and that's your take on Eagles Cowboys, Doug.
Doug's reading
I was thinking about my horoscope. I'm an Aries, but I'm hung like a Taurus.
Classic Aries. Good one.
I just stole that one. Oh my God.
Wait,
yeah,
so
I was going to say the home team, but with the spread.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys.
-3.5.
Dallas
I'm
Cowboys.
sorry. I don't know.
Oh, this is so tough.
Oh, good, because I forgot what game we were on. So I said home team with the spread. And then but I did. This is the biggest bazzoon of the entire week. This is like a genital bazzoon where that half point, God damn it, I looked at every fucking sports book hoping to get 3, but no, 3.5. I'm just gonna have to fucking live with it, and I'm gonna sit on my Sibian and watch the game.
Fire the Sibian up.
All right. Well, and then what do we have? 2 Monday Night Football games this week?
2 MNF games, as Doug in his analysis likes to call them. Tennessee Titans 13-point underdogs in Miami. Bingo Enter Dolphins. Are they the play this week, Doug?
Coach Mike McDaniel's Dolphins. I say
Those Dolphins.
They're undefeated at home. What else? They just got back RB Devon Achani from a knee injury, and he had 2 TDs in week 13. I mean, do the math, do the numbers.
Okay.
Logic.
I'm just going to go over 46.5 on this game.
Oh,
Does feel like that could be the.
Oh, wow. That's the pick of the week. According to the music, that's the Rock and Rollers pick of the week, over 46.5. Miami Dolphins and Tennessee Titans. This is going to be a football touchdown festival. So get in, get a front row seat, and get a girl on your shoulders to show her tits to the band. All right, back to you, Sean.
the team wasn't in concussion protocol. The team said to me in my private phone, and I have a phone in my toilet, and it's just a hotline from the NFL that tells me everything. The team said he wasn't in concussion protocols after 15 reports Monday. So don't believe what you hear. Don't believe the mainstream media. Don't buy the hype. You want to know who's going to fucking win? Goddamn San Francisco. San Francisco is going to. You think it's scripted? How the fuck did San Francisco lose to goddamn Green Bay? Was it?
Chiefs lost to Green Bay last week.
That's it. That's what I meant. Okay, yes. Then that's what it. Fuck, I fucked that up. All right, so who's the fucking Chiefs? Yeah, now Chiefs are going to win the game against Buffalo, and it's too late. I already bet it because the Chiefs have to give up. That's how scripted works. You have to understand. Oh, if they're going to lose on Monday night to the goddamn Packers and be embarrassed and fucking get Taylor Swift out in the period. Yeah, they're going to get something in return. Hey, you got to take a dive on this one on Monday. Beat the fuck out of the Bills. I might change my bet. I might bet against myself.
I'm going to go and
that's called autofellatio in the gambling parlance. Is when you bet against yourself. You try to beat yourself by betting, and then I'll bet back, and I'm going to have a lot of money against myself this weekend. And
has anybody ever died from autofellatio combined with autoerotic asphyxiation? I mean, that's a real, that's a real champ right there.
Well, they say, it could, I mean, it could be a choking hazard depending on.
I don't want to self-promote.
Dick, Brendon Walsh, and you've shown me some of the videos you have up there on Live Leak. When you suck, are you the top or the bottom?
Depends which way I curl myself over.
Yeah, but inside your head, are you like, oh, I want to suck that cock? Or are you like, you're going to suck my cock, fuzzy mouth?
Yeah, I disassociate myself from the mouth. I just focus on the penis. And not to self-promote, but we do.
Is that why you're eating all that pineapple so that you're
Oh, that's how you do it. You see, I thought
suck your own dick. If you could suck your own dick, and you found out, like you just kept doing it till you found out some tricks, and you're like, oh, that's a great thing I never even thought of, and you fucking hold your balls a certain way, and you all of a sudden get really good at sucking your dick. Would you go out and would just like, I want to suck your dick just to show them? Fucking, I got moves, man. I've been sucking my own dick for years.
I mean, I'd like to go like clone myself and suck my own dick that way.
That would be
I'm
weird.
I'm just saying, if you were really good at something,
that's where I draw the line there.
Like, I was a really good con artist when I was a telemarketer. I was really good at ripping people off with that one single scam. And I still have my telemarketing trophy from one of those boiler rooms. And it's not good to take pride in being good at something bad, but man, if I sucked my dick and it was the best blowjob I'd ever had, I'd want to show someone.
Well, make a video, make an instructional video, put it on YouTube. Hey,
Well,
speaking
I
of
can't suck my
Taylor
own
Swift,
dick.
guys,
I'm using
Not with
that as an
not with that
analogy.
attitude.
all right, everybody, this
Jumping
is
off point
important.
to this Green Bay game.
As many of you know, I have a podcast called the World Record Podcast. And this week, on the next episode, we have Taylor Swift on the episode. No shit.
Wow.
Yeah, for real. So tune into this week's World Record Podcast. And you'll hear me interview Taylor Swift.
I also have my own podcast. Yeah, hang on. I'm thinking with my brain, I'm thinking, you know what? That Obama, I mean, Joe Biden, he can't talk off script like us.
Yeah.
I'm an
All right, so
American comedian, author, and actor, political activist, and podcast host. So, you know, I just I deliver stand-up material, favors caustic and often obscure observation of life. And what I'm saying is that's just me. You don't like it, hop off board.
Well, Doug, let me cut in here. And I've known Doug for a long time. He was born March 25th, 1967. And, you know, you were born in Worcester, Massachusetts to Bonnie. I believe her maiden name was Kirk. She was a waitress. And,
yes. Worcester, Massachusetts, where I just saw Bert Kreischer.
You got soaked for the VIP package there. You're 98. You persuaded your mom to live near you in West Hollywood. I remember that. And at age 12, I don't know if you remember this, Doug, your school psychiatrist wrote a letter to your mom detailing his concern with your tendency to sketch gory images and adult-themed cartoons, and he thought you were in need of professional help.
Yeah, well, fucking sketch it. You draw cartoons that are really awful too. I still have the Baker's Dozen on my refrigerator. And so there's penises. I wake up to that every day, and you're supposed to be the smart one of the two of us.
Well, take the refrigerator out of your room, Tubby. All right, let's get this thing over with. Running? I'm out of. Yeah, it is actually.
Brendon's gonna get in the shakes if he doesn't get more clam juice.
My clam's done. I finished the clam. That means that's
what she
over.
said.
Did we take our picks?
Yeah, well,
Dolphins.
we got to one last game. One last game.
Two more. We got Thursday as well.
Oh, you're right. Packers and the New York Giants. Tommy DeVito, the Italian man. He's a quarterback for the Giants. They're 6.5-point underdogs. There's 2 Monday night games here, Doug. This is the second one.
I was just seeing that. I mean, thinking that.
Yeah.
Well, the Packers, and hey, we get a lot of Packers fans out there, and we appreciate every one of you. QB Jordan Love threw 3 TD passes for the second consecutive week in an upset, defending the Super Bowl champion Kansas City.
Who's your pick?
Agreed. I agree. You nailed it.
Green Bay. This is a $30 pick. You know what? And that's other than the $100 San Francisco bean bet, $30 on Green Bay. I was gonna do all my my picks based on horrific types of cancer, like the more likely it is to kill you or hurt or look bad. But I didn't. So I'm just going to say this one's ocular cancer, and we'll continue with that gimmick next week.
So you're
all eyes on you now.
Giants plus 6.5. That's a no-brainer. Put all your money on that.
Dog.
This
last
guy's
game
high on drugs.
Yeah.
Woo, it's smoking my weed.
Thursday, look ahead. Chargers 3.5-point road favorites in in Las Vegas against your Las Vegas Raiders.
Hi, is this USA Today? Yeah, is there any chance you have an advanced copy of the breakdown of week 15's Thursday night game? Okay.
Busted. Doug's
I'm going
been
to take
reading.
the home team with the points.
Oh, there you go. Auto
Yeah.
play on the home team with the points. Las
Raiders
Vegas
plus
Raiders.
3.5. Okay, that's a good one. I'm gonna go.
What was the game again?
The Raiders. Raiders
against
versus
who?
the Chargers.
Raiders Chargers. That's a toss up. That could be a tie there, but I'll put my tie in. Wait, what was the one that we picked there?
What's the spread?
Bucks Falcons, was it?
We did pick Bucks Falcons
As the tie?
Oh, yes, that was the one you guys were thinking might be a tie.
Okay, what are the odds you want to give me, Doug? $20. I'll bet on that. I'm already down 40 with you.
I thought it was a Velcro our penises together situation. I guess I misread it.
It's a monetary bet. Or
I think
I
it's
could just
a
send
beat.
you a check for $40 now and we don't do it anymore.
All right. What are the chances that one day we're just going to Velcro our penises together for no reason? I'll give you those odds. About a billion to
What is
one.
more likely? That you guys Velcro your penises together for?
Hang
I would
on.
argue there is a
Let
reason.
me get my gal Corrine. Can you please, my gal here, my Australian gal Corrine? Corrine, can I get you to just Google the odds of a tie in the NFL? Thank you. I'm going to give you odds in one moment. Why don't you pull out your fucking rabbit ear, your pockets, and show me how much fucking money you want to play with?
I already told you $20.
Oh. I thought I could muscle you into more by
7.1%.
odds there. But
That's-
7.1%.
That's definitely wrong.
That's weird. Yeah. Well, let's
1%,
go.
we'll call
Buccaneers Falcons. Is that? I believe that's the one we said. So I'll go with
What
that.
is
Ending in a
7%
tie.
to how do you do the math on that? You're
He
fucking.
doesn't know what he's talking
You're
about.
fucking autistic, and you can't do the goddamn math on it.
That would be like one
It
game.
cost me $20.
Somehow it's so much funnier.
Would that be one game a week? I got to get a new clam, dude.
60 to 1. Thank you.
60 to 1.
I clicked the next thing down, Corrine.
All right, so you're going to give me 60 to 1 or 50 to 1?
Yeah,
That's what we
60
did
to
last
1.
time.
That's what it says.
Okay, 60
What
to
are the
1 on
odds of
$20
starting
that the Buccaneers and the Falcons will end in a tie this week. So it's on record. I'm already down $40. This is another $20 to pay 1,000 and what is that? 60 to 1, $1,040 or whatever, 1,400. We'll figure it out. What's 60 times 20? Somebody quick.
1,200.
1,200.
Okay. There you go. All right. Well, I'm telling you, I need more clam juice.
Clam
Well,
time.
I need summer work. So what do you say? You and me go to Nantucket this summer, and we milk clams, and then we spend our nights in the mosquito fields.
That sounds like a rockin' idea, Doug.
Rock out. Hey, great times here. I'll get to the points.
I smell a little bit. See you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. We'll see you next week when we get to the
Berkshire.
points.
All access. Berkshire. All access.